Hey guys! I am here with my friend Miguel Bautista.
Hi guys!
And many of you know him. We've been doing some videos together. Today I decided to interview him because he has a pretty amazing story. He's been vegan for quite a lot of years, has so much experience and wisdom on the subject, and he's a vegan chef. He's the best chef in all of Mexico, and he also gives conferences. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you
for being here and for just sharing with us. So first of all, what do you do now? What do you feel is your purpose here?
It's been a long journey, you know. I've been cooking for quite a years, over 20 years. I became vegetarian when I was really young. Then I become vegan, but I've been studying, you know, because back in those days, or even right now, there was not a lot or not enough information, you know. We have two restaurants called Vegan Planet. We have one in Cancun, Mexico, and one in Mexico City. And of course, that takes a lot of my time, you know, two restaurants. Of course, I have great chefs in charge of the restaurants. And now I travel a lot, doing conferences, sharing what the universe shared to me. Now I get to share it to people or to anybody who can benefit from this knowledge, you know. My passion has always been cooking or being involved in food since I was a little kid. And that mixed with veganism, vegetarianism, and raw food, it just makes, like, for me and my life, it makes like the perfect combo at my age, you know?
Yeah.
Like, I was looking for this, so I'm really happy that I be able to share this with you guys, with you, in your space, with your staff, with everybody here, with everybody who's watching. It's just amazing the way we can help people. And if I help somebody, the universe will help me. So it's like you give and you get, you give and you get.
Exactly.
And it's awesome to be able to share information that is, like, how do I say it? Like, really, for this time right now that we all suffering hunger and, you know, people are suffering in different parts of the world. It's good to share and say, hey, we don't need to eat meat. We don't need to eat cheese if you don't have the money to buy that piece of meat. You can survive with beans. You can survive with chickpeas, with lentils. And then if you get really into it, then there's other type of sources of protein and different type of nutrients.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And what would you recommend for someone who's barely starting off this lifestyle, who wants to start this lifestyle and, you know, is having a hard time leaving old habits behind?
Right.
What's something that you would tell them, like, just recommend?
Well, the first thing, we have been addicted to sugar. You know, and sugar is in everything. I'm talking about white sugar, processed sugar. It's in everything, and especially cans. You know, food comes in a can, processed food. Even, I'm sorry to say, but even vegan processed food, it has a lot of sugar, a lot of sodium added. That makes us addicted. That's why we can't stop eating those chips. We can't stop eating those candies. The first thing is, like you said, drink a lot of water and maybe fast half of the day, and then start with fruit and vegetables. And what I really recommend is to do a little detox before. And I'm not talking about that detox just with green juices. Talking about detox in your life, in your mind. Water, and have a positive mind. Dedicate 3 days, like almost like, you know, like you're gonna dedicate those 3 days to yourself and to do a sacrifice, because I know we get, you know, hungry and we want to eat those, like you said, habits, you know.
Exactly.
But 3 days is not a lot, guys. It's not a lot, and it's totally worth it. In 3 days, you'll see the difference. And then those 3 days, you'll be like, you recognize how addicted we've been and we are to sugar. And then you'll be like, hey man, I need to do something for my health, you know. That's something I recommend, literally, to confront yourself, you know, and see the reality and then do something.
Exactly. Yes, and actually on my app, I have a 3-day juice detox, and I give you guys all the recipes and everything that you need to do that. And that's why I do these challenges on my channel, because I feel that it's a great way for people to start to really see the benefits for that certain period of time. If they go back and eat something else, like, you'll notice a difference inside your body.
Yeah.
And your body alone is going to tell you, hey, like, I was, like, pretty good eating fruits and veggies. Why are you putting this in my body again?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I call it the perfect machine. My conferences or classes or workshops, I always talk about the perfect machine. You're like, the other part is kind of like that part that makes us want that candy. You know, I want that junk food or that processed food. But the perfect machine doesn't think that way. It thinks the way Rawvana said, which is I'm good with fruit and veggies, and then I turn around and I eat something that's not good for me, and then the body tells you like right away.
Yeah. Yes, it tells you by itself.
So just listen to your perfect machine, give it good food and just listen how good it feels, how hydrated you feel, how great you feel, energy, it's like, it's almost hard to explain. Just try it 3 days with your challenge. You'll be
awesome.
3 days, guys. 3 days. You'll see the difference.
What do you think about supplements for vegans?
Some supplements, I don't want to say any names, but some supplements, I don't want to say they don't work, but there's other sources way better, right? Like, for example, if we want iron, I think there was a question about iron, deficiency. You have like all the greens, from kale to chard, to spinach, to arugula. I mean, you name it, spirulina, chlorella, the algae. That's a lot of iron right there. But certain supplements we need them. Like, I can mention B12. That's a big issue, right? We just went to buy some B12.
Yeah, exactly.
And there is vegan B12. If you don't have this source of B12, you can. The better you can do it, spirulina. The algae. They have vitamin B. Not fully complete, so I do highly recommend to try to get the B12 in a supplement. I would think that's the only one, in my experience, Now, some other people, they take like vitamins and, all these pills with colors. And for me, I don't know, it's like my vitamins, my minerals, they have to come from fruit and vegetables, sprouts, seeds, greens, Remember, colors has a meaning.
Exactly.
Each color has a meaning, but that's what I would recommend. Just really the B12, just be aware of that. Nutritional yeast is fortified with B12, but I wouldn't take it like my main source of B12, Even in spirulina, you can give a little bit of vitamin B's, but it's not complete, So
the best is a supplement.
The supplement.
Yes. I asked you guys on Snapchat if you guys had any questions. What was your inspiration to start this lifestyle and help others?
My inspiration was my mom.
Really?
Yeah, because she was the one who never gave us anything in a can. We would never had a soda pop in my house, ever, And then when I go to a party, I would drink a soda pop because I wanted to be like my friends, and I didn't like it. So I guess inspiration, it was through my mother. Even right now, I bet she's eating like 10 fruits. Right now, she eats fruit like
crazy.
And she doesn't even know about the difference between raw, but she just eats like fruits.
Wow,
but that's like it's like an example, you see somebody who's has such a wisdom, and you're like, how am I gonna listen to this person? And now when you see a benefit and you feel good, like really, and we talked about this a couple of times, for me sometimes I feel so good, so great that even my friends know how expressive I am. But when I feel good, I want to run and tell everybody, my friends, my family, like people that I love, people that I care, or even people that I see on the street that you can see they're suffering, depressions or back pains or any type of pains. So that's what it keeps me going, There is so much to do.
I know. And
like we talked about it, we have to work. We have to do something in this world, in this universe. I might as well do something good for us and for the benefit of everybody, Like there's a big challenge. And a lot of work for people like you, like some of my French chefs, they cook vegan now. For me, there's a lot of work coming. So I guess I'm inspired by you guys.
Thank you so much.
Thank you
for coming and for sharing your story with us. And any other questions that you have, please comment below because we're going to be doing more videos together. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, like it, and subscribe here to my channel if you haven't subscribed. And also I have my Snapchat and my Instagram and my Facebook and my Twitter, Rawvana, and your Instagram.
Vegan Raw Chef.
Vegan Raw Chef. Right, and I'll leave the link to that below and his Facebook as well.
Right.
Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, okay? Bye.
Thank you.